All right, Bills Mafia, let's go, let's go. Taking care of business in that first preseason game versus the Colts, 23-19. But it was plenty to be excited about, man. And some stuff that we got to correct. But as a whole, I thought initial reactions, thought that offensively, man, looked good. You talk about that first unit. Obviously, we know we didn't get Josh nor Diggs, but we still had starting O-line, still had Dawson was out there, James Cook. So I thought as a whole, starting offense minus the guys looked good. I thought James Cook ran extremely well. I love the touchdown run that he had, ultimately showing the vision, and then the burst, very reminiscent of the touchdown run that he had in the playoffs versus the Dolphins a year ago. So definitely love that. Thought that the O-line, I thought that they did a really good job, especially with that first unit. Just being physical, controlling the line of scrimmage in the run game, but also giving production and protection in the pass game. I thought that first unit did do a good job with that. I thought when we went to that second group, that's when we started to see it, protection be a little bit leaky, and Matt ultimately had to deal with that a little bit more than Kyle. But I thought that Matt played well as well. And we'll get to the quarterbacks in a second. But sticking with that top unit, man, like I said, I thought the trenches, though, that really showed. And then on both sides of the ball, defense, man, I thought that we were winning in the trenches, especially when it's time to pass rush. I thought that, we did a good job of just making the quarterbacks feel under duress for the Colts. Boogie, shout out to Boogie. He was providing a ton of pressure. Definitely like that. And Young Settle as well, man. I thought that he did a good job in the trenches, just taking advantage of his opportunity. The guy, though, that stood out to me the most on D, gotta talk Dorian Williams, man. I was really enjoying the rookie flying around, making a ton of tackles, playing down by that line of scrimmage. Definitely was enjoying that, right? But we also know where it really went down. And it was beautiful to see. That number 3 in the back. Yeah, Damar Hamlin back out there on that field, baby. It was beautiful, man. And he did not miss a beat, man. Did not look timid or anything, hesitating or nothing, man. I thought that he played really well. Back to being him, communicating, that's one of his staples, and just being a short tackler down by that line of scrimmage, man. Not afraid to put his face in the fire, man. So definitely was good to see him back out there, man. And like I said, man, just for him getting back to some normalcy, getting back to what he, has loved and dreamed of since he was a kid. So it was really good to see that, man. I definitely enjoyed it. Some of the other guys, though, that I thought really, stepped up and surprised me a little bit. Not surprised me, but just did well. We talk about Kyle Allen. I thought that he was out there throwing some nice balls, man. Barkley, definitely Matt, man. I thought that he played really well, especially with the context of the O-line at that time, not giving him the most protection. I thought he did a good job hitting Shavers, and then at the end hitting Patman for the touchdown at the end of the game, man. Definitely enjoyed that. But like I said, man, as a whole, man, I thought it was a good outing. Too many penalties, though. We got to cut down on the penalties, and obviously the drops. Just got to be, a little more buttoned up with that. But it's the first time in stadium with this new group, with this new season. So, like I said, for me, man, not a lot to dislike with this thing, man. And shout out to Coach McDermott. First time back in the DC role. One thing I tell you is he's aggressive. We're gonna be blitzing a lot because the run blitz was heavy today. I was like, God, dog, you blitzed like every single time. But salute him, though, man. Salute him, all right? So you guys let me know your thoughts, though, on the Bills taking care of business, this first preseason matchup. And who stood out to you the most, man? Anybody that surprised you, or anybody that, left you a little bit underwhelming with them? One last person before we tap out of this thing, though. Osiris Torrance. Shout out to the rookie. I liked what I saw from him. He got the start. Looked physical, man. Was not afraid to put the paws on people in the run game, and then was finishing blocks in the pass game. Got a pancake or two. Definitely enjoyed what I saw from him in his first outing. Super excited to see, does he get the start again next week, or if he comes and plays with the different unit, what does that look like for him? But either way, definitely was a good start for him, in my opinion. So with that being the case, hit that like button, and I'll holler at you. And until next time, baby, peace.